NIOS welcomes you in this educational video for live program. In this video, we are doing subject English for secondary level and lesson number 16. You can see the name of the lesson on screen. It is My Only Cry. It is a poem about children's. So let's begin this. We will begin our lesson with difficult words first. Destruction. Repeats. Destroying. Disputes. Deceiving. Preacher. Factories. politics. Nuclear. So, till now we have understood the difficult words. From here onwards we will begin the lesson. You all know that atom bombs were dropped on the two Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So, these two places were badly damaged. It was done in the year 1945. During that time when the atom bombs were dropped, I think you all know that there was so much destruction, death, sickness because of this atomic bomb. And since that time, the world has become a storehouse of very dangerous weapons. Because that was the time when different groups, they started worrying about their own safety and how to take precautionary measures to give a befitted reply. So, many of the groups, they started thinking about dangerous weapons and ammunitions for the self-defense and also to scare the other groups. There were different forms of dangerous weapons which were kept for their own safety, and it started during that time. To become more powerful than other countries and also to protect itself from other countries, each country is buying or building more and more destructive weapons. So, just to protect own self and also to destruct the other country, so that our own group can become more powerful than the other country, and that country become scared of us, afraid of us. So, that was a kind of act which started. Do the adults not know the dangers of building and collecting huge amount of arms and ammunitions? Isn't it that they are all doing it without giving it any thought? It is actually dangerous. Do they not know that these weapons can destroy the world in which their children will live tomorrow? Here we present a touching appeal for peace by the children of the world, because we all know that once we all are destroyed, it would be very difficult to return back to everything as normal. This poem has different paragraphs. We will understand meaning in further slides. This is the second stanza. Let us have a look at the third stanza, and also second stanza. Let us have a look at the third stanza, and also there is another, and I will be explaining each stanza step by step. This is the writer's name. We will take a break here.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बात
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने स्वयं बने हम
और होगा Let's understand the meaning of these lines. Can you hear the cry of helplessness of the child who speaks for all the children of the world to grown-ups who have created destructive weapons? The child says that the children will have no future if the adults continue to produce deadly weapons. And all these arms and ammunitions which are being created just for the self-protection they all put humanity in serious danger. And this poem talks of the fears and worries to which all the adults pay no attention, or which they simply dismiss with their lies. Can you guess the lies? The lies are usually that no, we will not use the arms against anyone. But they all have an invisible fear from the same weapons. The world is safe and there is no need to worry. The child desperately repeats that the grown-ups must stop destroying the world. But he finds that they don't listen to him. And the problem is that only the adults can build a better world. But it is the adults who are destroying it. It does not make much difference when the children speak of peace, friendship, and fellowship. It is the adults who should understand the importance of peace and friendship in the world. The adults know the dangers of arms, yet they ignore them. They use arms, smaller arms, to settle armed disputes within the family, in the neighborhood. In villages, people often wound or kill each other over issues which can be settled amicably. Get together with other boys and girls of your area or your village. Also, you can invite the adults to a common place for a discussion. Take care that during the discussion, you do not behave like an advisor or a preacher of peace. You may politely steer the discussion in the right direction. This is the next stanza. In this stanza, the child is tired of waiting for the adults to keep their promises. And he wants adults to stop making promises which they do not want to keep. He calls upon everyone, the children and the adults, to join in the protest against the arms factories and arms makers. He asked the arms makers to stop producing weapons and to work to stop wars. The poet says that the children are not interested in any politics or any party because politics divides people, creates hatred and leads to wars and destruction. You have seen that the poet is using the same pronoun for different people in different lines. This is the image of park of Hiroshima. This is the same place where that atom bomb was dropped. Now that same place has been converted into a park with this name as a park of Hiroshima. At this place, in the Peace Park of Hiroshima, one of the cities which suffered a nuclear attack in the year 1945, there stands a statue of a little girl holding a golden crane with the inscription, "This is our cry, this is our prayer, peace on earth." So these lines are inscripted in golden crane. You can see this image The statue was inspired by Sadako Sasaki, who was 2 years old when Hiroshima was bombed. And later on, when Sadako was 12, she got leukemia, and also known as the atom bomb disease. It was because he was 2 years only at the time of that incidence, and it was a kind of side effect of that atom bomb that he got this disease of leukemia. So that is why that disease is known as atom bomb diseases. Sadako's friends reminded her of a Japanese belief that if she folded 10,000 paper cranes, she might live. And unfortunately, Sadako died before she could complete the task. Her friends raised money to build a memorial for all the children who had died due to the atomic attack. So far, we have understood the poem. So, there is a question for you all. Do you know which countries have nuclear weapons? Let us have a look at the countries. The nations that possess nuclear weapons, they are all referred as the nuclear hub. These nations are America, Russia, United Kingdom, France, and China. And also the nations that have conducted nuclear tests, they are India, Pakistan, and North Korea. So these are the nations, they have already conducted the nuclear test. Concerned with the safety of the world, the NPT is a treaty. It is a non-proliferation treaty. So this treaty was signed on March 1970. And currently there are 189 nations which have already signed this NPT treaty. If the country has signed this treaty, that has a meaning. That we all agree for certain points. That all those nations agree with the terms and conditions. Let us have a look at the terms and conditions. The non-transfers nuclear devices or technology to other nations. That in case if there is any situation which is created, then we will not destroy or harm the other country. We will not transfer the nuclear devices, or we will also not use that technology for the other nation or to give to other nation. Also, we should not use nuclear weapons except in response to a nuclear attack. Use nuclear technology for peaceful purposes only. So, it is something very important that we keep the other country's safety as a major concern. We will take a break here.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने,
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने,
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो, धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो,
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने, अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर। शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर दुनिया में किसके केंद्र बात,
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, स्वयं
So we have understood the difficult words, then we also understood the poem. Now there are some question answers. Let's get started. Question number 1. Why does the child want to speak to grown-ups about the arms factories? What do you think? What is the reason? So let us have a look at the answer. The child wants to speak to grown-ups because the grown-ups are the building arms, and they are building arms which threaten the world. And only the grown-ups can bring about a change in the world. Question number 2. Who are the adults deceiving? This is answer of this second question. The adults think that they are deceiving children, but actually they are deceiving themselves. Question number 3. Why does the child feel helpless? Answer of third question. The child feels helpless because children alone cannot change the situation. They need the help of adults, but the adults do not realize that they are destroying the world by making arms. Instead, they deceive the children and themselves with lies. Question number 4. Who does the child call my friend? You have to choose the correct option from the ones given below. You can see 3 options. First option is children, second option is adults, and the third option is both. So the correct option is the child calls other children as my friends. Question number 5. Why does the child want the adults to talk of peace and fellowship? Answer of question number 5. The child wants the adults to speak about and discuss peace and fellowship so that they may understand how important these ideas are for the world. Question number 6. Why does the child call it a deaf world? Answer of question number 6. The child calls it a deaf world because it doesn't hear his cries. Question number 7. State the 3 things that the child wants everyone to stop doing. The child wants everyone to stop making arms. This is the first important thing. Second is to stop making wars break out. And also, third one is to stop telling lies. So these are the three important things child wants everyone to do. Question number 8. Who are we and you? In the statement, we are sick, you are sick. Answer of question number 8. We means children and you is used for adults. Question number 9. What is the essential need of the child? Answer of question number 9. A world in which there is peace, love and friendship is the essential need of the child. Question number 10. Who does the child hold responsible for depriving him of this essential need? Answer of question number 10. The child holds the adults responsible for depriving him of his essential needs. So we have understood the lesson, difficult words, and also did the question answer. I hope you all understood the lesson well. Thank you. Namaskar.